Hello guys, so I just got done with my first ever yoga sculpt class. I'm drenched in sweat. I've never sweat this much ever, I don't think. I'm barely starting to cool down, but I wish I could film a little bit more, but I couldn't because I had no idea what was going on when I first walked in. But it was honestly such a fun class. The instructors were super sweet, and yeah, I honestly had so much fun. It definitely felt really long, probably because it's 100 degrees in there, so it just feels like time is going by slow, but I did get a really good workout in. There is a Call Your Mother bagel shop by my college town, but I didn't know that around my parents' place there's also one 5 minutes away. Well, 5 minutes away from the yoga box. So I'm gonna go there, grab myself a yummy bagel, and try to film. I don't really know. I still have so much to update you guys on with my life situation. It's just a lot going on, so I apologize for not. Oh my gosh, my instructor is right there. I'm just gonna act like I'm on my phone, but basically, that's embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Hello guys, so I know that it's basically the end of the semester and I won't be able to cook as much once winter break starts, but I actually did go grocery shopping today, and we're going to meal prep for these next couple days because I have a lot of studying to do, and the last thing I can think about is making a meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. So for breakfast, we're making oats. For lunch, we are making ground beef and rice, and for our dinner, we're gonna have mac and cheese and chicken. I watched a documentary on salmonella and E. coli, and it kind of freaked me out a lot, actually. So I know that chicken brings the salmonella and ground beef brings E. coli, but I feel safer starting with the ground beef and then doing the chicken last, because I feel like that is the most transferable in terms of bacteria and germs. I went to the gym, grocery store, and now we're back, and we're gonna cook and try to do this as fast as possible because I'm hungry. I need to shower, get ready for bed, and study. So we have a lot to do, and it's already basically 8 p.m. So let's do this. Guys, I finally saw my kitten for the first time in a week, and look at her. Oh, baby. Look at her. Oh my goodness, mama. She's getting so big, it's not even funny, but okay. You do your thing. Let me wash my hands, and I will be needing to pull up recipes for the mac and cheese because I've never done this. It's supposed to be a low carb meal, or a low carb mac and cheese. So yeah, let me show you guys what I got. I got the ground beef, I got the chicken, I got some kettle chips because these are the best thing ever and they taste delicious, so I'll probably start snacking on those. I brought some broccoli, popcorn. I've been craving some, so I think it's a good little snack. I got some hot sauce because we're running out. I got a pomegranate. These are the ones over there were honestly all kind of ugly, but this one was the best looking one. It definitely needs to be cut yesterday, so yeah, we'll see if it's good. But I got a pomegranate. I got some 2 Arizona teas. I haven't had Arizona in God knows how long, and I miss the taste, so I'm excited to drink those. I got some Alfredo sauce if I do not finish this pasta. This is my favorite pasta shape, to be honest. I got the pasta sauce. I got some yogurt to both put in the oatmeal that I'm going to do, which is probably going to be last, and in my smoothies. High protein, delicious. Some milk, again, for both the mac and cheese and the oatmeal. I got some mild cheddar cheese. For the mac and cheese recipe, it calls for cheddar and mozzarella. I have mozzarella, but we ran out of cheddar, so I bought some more cheddar. And last but not least, for my lunches, if I'm not feeling much for breakfast, I forgot cottage cheese. That's what I forgot. Dang. Okay, but yeah, that is basically my grocery haul. Let's get started on this pasta because I am starving, and I'm gonna play my music because I don't want it to be copyright. guys, so today is Monday, December 15th, and we are heading to the gym right now. It's 3 p.m. I had a work block this morning and I didn't wake up early enough to go to the gym earlier, and I think I want to go watch a movie later. It's a Christian movie called A Case of Miracles. I think it's a book, I believe, but they made it into a movie, so I honestly cannot wait to watch it. It's either gonna be tonight or tomorrow night, but tomorrow night is vision board day, so I'm not too sure, but I'll let you guys know. But yeah, we're gonna head over to the gym right now, and I'll see if I'll film or not, depending on how busy it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, you guys, I just got done with the gym. The gym was so packed. It's like beyond packed. It was 3 p.m. and I did not think it would be that packed. But right now we're heading to Chick-fil-A. It's 5 p.m. now. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make this turn as smart as possible. I don't know what it was, but while I was there, I was honestly feeling really nauseous, so I think it's best to eat something healthy. So I'll probably just get like a kale crunch salad and some nuggets on the side. I think that'll be delicious. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Guys, the girl in the drive-thru just called me pretty. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. What a sweetheart. That is so sweet of her. That actually made my day. Oh, that actually made me feel so happy. I feel like I definitely needed to hear that. Good morning, guys. Right now it is around 10:30 a.m. Today is December 2nd, and I've been reading Ecclesiastes these past couple, I don't know, I haven't really read my Bible. This is probably my first time reading my Bible in a couple weeks, I would say. I've been really struggling these past couple weeks, and yesterday was honestly a really rough night for me. So I knew that this morning that reading my Bible would probably be like the best choice to make. There were just some things that stood out to me. I just wanted to, I guess, just have this as like a little reminder to everyone that is going through a tough time, that the word does provide hope. And even if there are some sections, this goes for myself, that I'm not really understanding exactly what they mean yet, maybe it's just not our time to understand that. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9 says, "What has been is what will be, and what has been done is what will be done. There is nothing new under the sun." That one just stood out to me because I feel like there's a lot of things or a lot of mysteries that we don't necessarily know, and they're not for us to know. But it was also kind of encouraging because, if, for example, like in a situation like finances, you think that if you come from a low income background, it's going to be impossible for you to become a millionaire or to be really successful in life. But we know of so many people that have been in worse situations or in the exact same situation as us, and they have persevered and found a way to push through. This verse says that there's nothing new under the sun and everything is possible if obviously it's in God's will. And I do notice like a pattern in Ecclesiastes where it mentions a lot about enjoying the fruits of your labor. Ecclesiastes 2 verse 24, it says, "There is nothing better for a person than to eat, drink, and enjoy his work." I have seen that even this is from God's hand, because who can eat and who can enjoy life apart from him? For to the person who is pleasing in his sight, he gives wisdom, knowledge, and joy. But to the sinner, he gives the task of gathering and accumulating in order to give to the one who is pleasing in God's sight. This too is futile and a pursuit of the wind. If you don't have God in your life, all you're focused on is all your efforts are going towards money, towards pleasures that are not of God, or that you're killing yourself basically working towards all of this, and you have no joy in what you're doing just for the purpose of gaining those materialistic things. Whatever you have to your name is going to go to someone else, to the person that God thinks is deserving of it. I think just focusing on enjoying our labor and doing it because sometimes we enjoy it and we see the fruit, and it's just gifts that God gives to us that allow you to find your purpose. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 through 4 also stood out to me a lot because I feel like this is very related to what I'm going through right now. It says, "There is an occasion for everything, and a time for every activity under heaven, a time to give birth and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance." With what I'm going through right now, I'm definitely in a season or an area of tearing down things and using that to build not only my relationship with God, but also build myself to become a better person through God. And I feel like it's just been really hard for me to grasp this, that God is not doing things to punish me. He's not doing things on purpose to hurt me. He knows what's best, but sometimes it hurts to know that the people that you trusted in are not a person of God, or maybe this is just not our season, but it just hurts to know that the person that you thought would be in your future is not the person that you thought they were, and that hurts a lot. And I know I should take comfort in the fact that God and Jesus, they wouldn't do that to me, but it still hurts that I was in that for so long. It says, "When you make a vow to God, don't delay fulfilling it, because he does not delight in fools. Fulfill in what you vow, better than you do not vow, than you vow and not fulfill it." This called me out so much because there have been so many times where I've told God, I'm gonna wake up early, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go to class, I'm going to eat healthier, and I do the complete opposite. And it's like, why? I think that goes for everybody. If you had a friend that said, "We should go do this, we should go do that," and they just cancel on you time and time again, it's gonna get annoying and you're gonna be upset. And if you're doing that to someone that is your equal, imagine doing that to the creator of the world. Imagine doing that to the man that loves you more than ever, to betray him like that. And I feel like this season of my life and these past couple weeks, I've been feeling a little speck of what God feels every time that we betray him, every time that we lie to him, every time that we don't fulfill our promises. And maybe that's what God has been trying to show me, is the same thing that you're crying about someone doing to you. Imagine how God feels when he's the person who loves you unconditionally, the person who loves you more than ever, who has no bad intentions. How bad is it gonna hurt him for you to do the same thing that you're crying about someone doing to you? I'm sure that's a big feeling of betrayal, and I think I've only felt a speck of what he feels. But regardless, it's really, really painful. And I don't know, I do need to work on that 100%, is to not make a vow to him and then not fulfill it, because I'm a fool. As of right now, I'm a fool because I'm not fulfilling the things that I said that I was going to do. Regardless of these bad moments that I'm experiencing, God is perfect, and he does not give you certain battles that he knows that you cannot face. And it's okay to cry, obviously. I mean, that's all I did last night, and it's okay to do that, but he knows that you can handle it and you can still push through, especially in these hard moments. But I think that definitely stood out to me. You guys are struggling with the same thing and going through the same battles, and it feels like your whole world is crashing down in front of you. I feel like the least that we could do is pray to him, talk to him, and read his word, because his word is alive, his word is truth. And I think right now I'm struggling with trust, and I think that reading this it's encouraging to me in my situation. So yeah, I just wanted to share something that I read and something that stood out to me this morning.